Alright, it is Black Friday and there are some amazing deals out there for those of you who haven't purchased anything yet. I know Black Friday has been going on for quite some time. I'm kind of late to the game with this video, but better late than never. And if you guys have not checked out any of these deals yet, there are some pretty crazy ones. Hey guys, Tim, welcome back to another video on CAudio, and today I have several IEMs to show you guys that are really nicely discounted for Black Friday, and all which are very good IEMs that I recommend pretty much all the time. So you're gonna see some repeat names here, but the good thing is you can grab all of these now for quite a cheaper price tag. A couple of them even around $100 cheaper than they used to be. Let's get into the cheapest one, Moondrop Aria. Yes, the cult favorite and pretty much the go-to beginner IEM for just anyone looking to start off. It is a great IEM, pretty well balanced. It has only one deficiency, really is in the treble area. It could be a little bit more extended. It could use a little bit more energy, but that is the only flaw about it. Everything else is pretty good. I would even say great and even the best at for the price, or just in general under $100. Now this thing used to be $80 for retail, $79.99. Now for Black Friday you can grab it for $67.99, $12 off. That's pretty good, you know. Now some of you might think, oh man, that's not a lot. It is quite a lot, because now instead of getting just one aria, you can get an aria and a different set of tips. And $12 can get you pretty nice sets of tips. I mean, Spin Fit comes to mind. Celastec, that one costs a little bit more, but that also comes to mind. So yeah, you can grab an aria plus a whole different set of premium tips to go along with it for the price of one retail aria. So $12 off. That's pretty good. Now we have a lot more Moondrops coming in this list, 2 more to be exact, but we'll talk about those one later. Moondrop, the reason there's so many of them in this video is because Moondrop is one of those go-to brand, the default recommendation if you want industry standard or industry leading, sometimes in some categories, IEM out there on the market. So there's a lot of Moondrops in this video. Next one is Timelist HANA 2021. Now I remember listening to the HANA for the first time and I was like, they did it right. They did it exactly the way I would want the HANA 2021 to be. And that is a cheaper alternative to their legendary Oxygen, which is also in this video, by the way. Oxygen is also on sale, but yes, HANA is the more affordable Oxygen, and it's done so well. It is so close to Oxygen you would not believe. The only thing it lacks in comparison to Oxygen is the overall detail. It's just a little bit, more loosened up, less tighter on the baseline than the Oxygen. But overall, the tonality, the tuning is pretty much the same. And it sounds fantastic. A lot of really heavy mid-bass onto very nicely neutral mid-range onto a beautifully energized upper mid-range. So vocals sound stunning out of the HANA 2021. For the price, it is really well done. I really enjoy this. And this used to be $180. For Black Friday, it is now $153. So a whopping $27. Yes, I did that quick math for you. $27 off for the HANA. Great pickup for the price. Just love it. That was the little brother. Now for the big brother. This one's Timelist Oxygen. Like I said, this one's also on sale. It is everything that I said about the HANA 2021, just more refined. So better detail, tighter bass line, better clarity, all that good stuff. For around $100 more typically. Now Black Friday prices, let's see. Now this in retail is $280. Black Friday prices, $238. That's like $42 off. Yeah, my math skills is on point today. But yeah, $42 off for Oxygen, and I say for that price, it is, if you're looking to get Oxygen or you've been wanting Oxygen for the longest time, now is the time to pick it up, because $42 off, that's no slouch. You can get like a whole different set of cables for these, plus tips to go along with your brand new Oxygen for the price of retail. Next, we have the CAudio Yume. Now, if you want one of the most well-balanced IEM out there on the market for under $200, I mean, anyone would recommend you the Yume. It is so well tuned, everything is nicely balanced and just beautiful and natural sounding. Vocals, male vocals, female vocals, instrumentals, just all sound really, again, natural and nice. The only thing that this does not have is good bass. It really doesn't have that kind of bass texture. So for bass head, this is really not for you. But for those of you who are more mid-range focused or vocal focused, instrumental focused, then this one is quite nice. The only thing about this that I would say besides the bass is that it's not the most well-resolving IEM out there for the price. But again, the tuning is top notch, and I would say under $200, even under $250, there are no IEM that is tuned as well as this. So yeah, that's the Yume. I've said my piece. I reviewed this already on my channel, by the way, you can check that out. I thoroughly enjoy this IEM and I would recommend it to anyone who listens to mainly vocals. Now you can grab this retail for $170, $169 to be exact. It's on sale now for $152, so you get a whopping $17 off the Yume. There you go. Next one. 7 Hz Timelist. Needs no introduction whatsoever. It's been hyped for the past 2-3 weeks. The only people who would not know about this are literally the people who have just joined the community as of like 2-3 days ago, all right? This thing is still being talked about throughout the community because it is such a game changer. It breaks all margin of expectation for planars, and it is well deserved, as I would say one of the best IEM under $300. I would say even the best IEM under $300. There's nothing that comes even remotely close to this. The only IEMs I would say compete on the same level as the Timelist would be the Blessing Twins, but those are well above $300. So yeah, for $220, these are just market breaking to say the least. And now they're on sale for even less. You can grab them now for $202. So even a bit cheaper than its already amazing value. So if you're looking to get the Timelist, now is the time. And I do recommend, if you have a player that can support a 4.4, you should definitely get a 4.4 because it is a planar. Now it's not that hard to drive, but if you want to guarantee that your device will be able to drive this, then get the 4.4 variant. Next IEM is from Dunu, and we have the Dunu EST112. Now, if you are a fan of this channel from day one, you guys know this is the first ever IEM that I ever reviewed, and in my review I gave it kind of like a lukewarm review, and that's because it was $490 retail, and for that price I prefer the Dunu SA6. SA6, by the way, is amazing. That one is so good, one of my most favorite IEMs of all time, and I think Hi-Fi Go is doing a giveaway of SA6 right now, if I'm not mistaken. If I can find a link, I'll leave it down below. If not, then I remembered wrong. But yes, Dunu EST112, quite a nice tri-bit IEM. I would say for the price $480, $490, it is a little bit steep because it's so close to the SA6 and I prefer the SA6, but this is now $140 off. No joke. You can grab these for $349, $350. So yeah, that's quite the discount for the EST112. I would say if you've been looking to grab the EST112, if you heard the sound and this one is like right for you, you really like it, but you always thought it was a little bit expensive, $140 off. Yeah. Last two on this list are both Moondrop IEMs, and I don't even have to say this anymore. You know I really like Moondrop. Tons of people like Moondrop, so you really cannot go wrong with any Moondrop purchases, Aria and above. I would say you would enjoy pretty much every Moondrop. Now, that being said, I have not tried the Illumination or the Solaris or Solaris. I forgot the actual name, but I have not tried those two yet, so I'm not gonna put my thoughts towards those. I don't know what they sound like, but anything from Aria all the way up to S8, you would enjoy. They're all very, very good. And I would say, again, top class or even industry leading for some of those IEM. And these two that I want to talk about are fantastic, and they're discounted pretty heavily. First one is the Moondrop Variations, and I would say that this is Man, this is one of those IEMs that when I first listened to it blindly, no graph, nothing, I was blown away. I was like surprised. The separation, the sheer level of details, every little segment of the sound comes across as if they have their own little, you know, little bubble or little cage, if you will. They all sound so well separated, so clean. You can hear everything comes across just on their own. And it just blew me away the first time I listened to it because it is $500 and the performance like these I would expect out of IEMs in the $1,000 mark. So yes, variation, I gave it a full 5 stars in my review of it on the channel. It is so well deserving of that, by the way. 5 stars is, I would give it 6 stars to be honest with you. Variation is just fantastic. A lot of sub bass leading into a really clean cut mid-range and onto a very energetic upper mid-range and also treble area. There's air in these IEMs alongside really deeply hit sub bass. So you get the super low and you get the super high, and it's just fantastic. Wide stage, well separated, clean sound, top-notch performance. It's just a piece of art in its own way. And for $520 retail, already a great price. But for Black Friday, you can grab it for, yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. That's ridiculous. Come on now. That's not fair. That's not fair. Last IEM S8, Moondrop's S8. Now this came in at $100 off for Black Friday. Yes, just ripping that bandage off for you guys. The price is $100 off. And for these, they're great. If you like the Blessing 2 Dust style of tuning, then these will be right up your alley. This is pretty much, I would say, an upgrade to the Blessing 2 Dust and the Blessing 2. It's just a little bit more resolving, I would say, and everything just comes across a little bit cleaner, a little bit smoother as well. The only thing I would say is that this have some major BA timbre, but you know, some people really don't care for BA timbre. Some people are really disgusted by it. So depends on what camp you're in. You may or may not like the S8, but I would say this: if you like the Blessing 2 Dust, Blessing 2, you want an upgrade version, and these were too expensive for you, now they're $100 off. I don't think they can even get any cheaper than that. So yes, S8 all the way, very solid IEM, very well tuned, and also good technical performance as well. All right guys, that's it for this Black Friday video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a button down there. If you guys made it this far, might as well. I release content super regularly and I would love for you guys to stay around for all of that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, peace out. Bye.